Starting now?
Yes.
Hi, Michael. This is me, Ollie, talking to you. I'm in a restaurant, and this is being filmed live on KTV. It's Kylie television if you didn't know it. Now, what am I going to say to you?
It would have been 1973, and I was living in Norway at the time, and I was really into things like Roxy music and David Bowie and stuff like that. And at that time, I bought this record because it was produced by David Bowie, called Raw Power by Iggy and the Stooges, which, you know, will seem kind of unextraordinary now, but in 1973 it blew my mind, and that's kind of the thing that I guess started me on this a quest for eternal energy in music or something.
Picking it out, it's giving a lot of scope for experimentation, etc. Synthesizer, saxophone, guitars, bass, drums, vocalists.
How old are you?
17, 19.
Friends of mine, in fact Andrew Duffield, we went to school together and stuff, and we were really interested in the Velvets and all, and Brian and Eno and all that kind of stuff. And the thing about he and I is we were also very much into German electronic music at the time as well. Andrew and I had a band with Lee Smith and a girl called Debbie White, another girl called Vicky Bonnet, and it was just a jam band, but basically we were trying to be like the Velvet Underground or something. We didn't know what we were doing, but I think it probably sounded really great. And we were called Ceiling. Lee had the idea for this name, Ceiling. That was really the first band I was ever in, and it was completely non-musical. Like, except for Andrew, none of us really knew how to play. I answered an ad in Rolling Stone magazine. It said, "Guitarist wanted for band that love the Stooges and the MC5 and stuff." And I went, "Oh, I'll call them." And it turned out to be Gary Gray and Chris Walsh. I knew nothing about playing songs, but I learnt. And I met Roland, and Roland and I really hit it off. And so we started writing songs together and formed this other band. And it was just like, oh, the band stories, they just go on and on. I met another fellow called John Murphy, who I hit it off with immediately. And the band that John and I formed, OLLIE, which is in Dogs in Space, was kind of a part of that. I was working on the Northcote City Council as a labourer, and this guy contacts me. But I remember just being kind of blown away that he'd even be interested in me doing it, because it was the first time anyone had actually, you know, asked me to do something that was kind of good. And it turned out pretty good, I reckon. It worked great, and I think a lot of it was due to just everyone's enthusiasm. And I mean, I was really passionate about the project because it was, you know, fun.
Speed. Little piece of chicken, maybe. Piece of chicken. Yeah, traveling.
Anything they want with their bones and skin till the cattle finally come home.
I was always convinced that I could write a hit record. Whether I could be a pop star was another matter. I mean, I was never really pop star material. And that didn't interest me so much, but I love the idea of being able to write a record that people would like, you know. Because I remember Richard talking to me about this big song for the end, and I said, I think I've got the song for it. And it was this song that I wrote in the Whirly World days called Rooms to Memory, and we recorded it for the film. Michael, of course, did the vocals, and something kind of twigged between us both, you know, like certainly a friendship was started there, and that, of course, like evolved elsewhere. And that was really kind of nice because, you know, it actually went, I think, top 5 or something here.
I heard of a few of his bands, I knew about his past, and I knew that he was trying to do something musically that I hadn't got anywhere near, that's for sure.
And so
we got together.
You got a passport.
And then he flew me to America. I've never been here before. And yeah.
America.
And now Max Q.
Behave yourself, because whichever way you turn, whatever dark alleyway you go down, you remember I am behind you, sneaking around, light from its distraction. So behave yourself. Give me a call. Maybe send me a postcode. You've never sent me a postcode. In fact, you never sent me that. Just, walk on off.
And I remember saying then and there, I will never do a stadium gig ever, and I haven't. I stuck to my word.